Okay, this is the BERGEN field bag, a little bit different than my grab and go or my bug out bag, you know, Bob. A little different bag, and all it is, click these buttons here and you can carry an extra bit of kit. That's just my my bivvy bag. Now these BERGENs come with these side pouches, one on each side. It was far too wide, so I took one off, and I've just got my water bladder on this one, and that's connected straight through to a filter to a mouthpiece, so I can drink dirty water straight from a stream on the go. Right, so most of the bug out bushcrafty things are out of this. This is more your field bag. So tents, stove, mess tins, water and an air mattress. So where's my sleeping bag? Well, what do you know, it's actually inside the pack itself. What I found when I was putting it on the outside, my sleeping bag on the outside there, I had a lot of room on the inside which I was filling with rubbish, stuff I didn't need. So this is my field bag, and I'm going to give you a shot of the inside. Now there should be everything in here I need for a camp system, a ground system and a hang system. So let's see, in that is my tarp. In here is hammock and under blanket, and inside here, now I've got a little torch that I've put onto the drawstring. There it is, fitted onto the actual cord itself, little LED. So let's have a look inside. That's my sleeping bag right there, and it's just loosely fit in, you know, it's just been bunched in. I haven't rolled it, folded it, it has just been put in. There you are. So here's the two bags. Now the first one here, the inner, is my duck and eider down bag, and over the top is my old army jungle bag. Very thin, very lightweight, beautiful material. Now the eider down bag here was advertised as a 5-season ultra cold sleeping bag, and I took it out and I don't think it dropped below 0, and it wasn't warm enough. But this extra bag on top, I can guarantee will be warm, keep the top half of you warm. But now you just need to be insulated from the ground. So I've bought a self-inflating air mattress, and I'll show you how we're going to do this. Okay, let's self-inflate this air mattress. Turn the valve, and that'll pump up in a few seconds. There you go, and on the other end is a valve that you can blow into to form a pillow. So it's a self-inflating air mattress with a blow-up pillow on it. So I'm going to put a few breaths of air into the pillow section while the rest of the mat self-inflates. Now the self-inflating air mattress has been put right inside my first sleeping bag. So self-inflated pillow. Here's my first section of the sleeping bag. See, so it comes over the air mattress. Then I've got my second lighter weight sleeping bag over that. So I'm actually lying directly on top of the air mat rather than have this underneath your sleeping bag. and I tried it underneath the sleeping bag and it was nowhere as warm as this. Now the reason I put my rolled up air mattress, which is this top one now with the silver reflective, the reason I put that inside the sleeping bag rather than underneath it is because compressed air is much warmer than letting that air just go into dead space, because it's only as warm as the ambient air around you. So if it's cold outside, it's going to be cold on the inside of your tent and you're losing that heat. But if you put your reflective and your air mat inside the actual sleeping bag, you're not going to lose any compressed air. So first I need to close the lightweight bag on the outside, then the bag on the inside. Now the air mat is actually welled up around my feet, and I always suffer with cold feet when I sleep, but like I said, it has formed a U shape around my feet. Now depending on the size of the sleeping bags you got is going to be dependent on how much room you have inside your bag. As I can whittle about, it's fine, and I've tested this down to less than zero, sub-zero. I had a night in the conservatory on a tiled floor. I turned the heating off in there, it was sub-zero and I was toasty all night. But there is another thing you can do. There's a couple more things you can do to stay warm actually. I'm going to show you what they are as soon as I can get out of here. That's my camping jacket. I've taken it off, but it's still zipped up. I'm going to put that over my feet, you know, over both the sleeping bags. So there it is, that's my coat over the foot end of the sleeping bags. There's my first sleeping bag, second sleeping bag, and my down coat over there, and that works a treat. That works a treat. I'll guarantee you a sub-zero warm little sleep system. Okay, another thing you can do is this. This is a car windshield reflective that you put in the windscreen in the summer. Now if you pop this under your air mattress, which remember is inside your inside bag, or even under both the sleeping bags, really doesn't matter. All this does, it's going to throw the heat back at you, but chances are you probably won't need it. And a simple blue tarpaulin like this is great against permutation, the rain, the damp ground against your tent. It's going to offer you a lot more insulating value. Hi, thanks for joining me again. It's just a quick look at my camping field bag. A little bit different to bug out bag. It's more concentrated on your camping and your wild camp, your stealth camp and what have you. And I found I didn't need as much in my Bergen as perhaps I first thought. I also had a rotten, cold, wet, miserable time. Well, it wasn't miserable. In a strange way, I enjoyed my night out. Very cold. But I found ways of combating the cold in the tent, without the aid of a fire or anything. But we're going to cover all sorts of things, keeping dry, keeping warm. So let's have a look and see what I've changed. Okay, in the top of my Bergen here is a zipped compartment, and it's where I wish I'd have taken it the first time round. It's a poncho. You've seen the type. You wear them, you put them over your head with a hood, and make good shelter systems and everything. But it also has another use other than to wear as a rain mac. Of course, you can also wear it while you're carrying the pack to keep yourself and your pack dry. Now, when I was out, there wasn't enough room in the small little tent I had for my pack as well. It had to stay outside, and it wasn't this particular bag I took out. It was a canvas bag, and in the morning it was soaked, and everything else and it was soaked as well. So all you do, always worth carrying a military grade poncho with you. And if you have to leave your pack out, or if you're hammocking and you've tied it to a tree, you dress your Bergen over it like that, suck it in at the bottom. There's the hood for it. That can be tucked in. Now, my Bergen is going to be safe and dry all night. I'm using the hood as well. I can still get hold of the dead man's handle at the back to tie it to a tree, and this is going to be bone dry. I wish I'd have used this and took it out. Again, lessons learned. And there it is. In the morning, I take it off and I put it on. While I was in my tent, it did get very, very cold. I think it was heading towards 0 degrees Celsius, and I got very cold, even in a great little sleeping bag. And there's a bit of a sleeping bag heater you can use, which I should have took. It takes up absolutely no room in your pack, and it's this. It's your standard hot water bottle, like that. It takes nothing at all just to boil up some water, put it in that, maybe wrap it in your towel and shove it down your foot end of your sleeping bag. So this is going to be part of the winter heating system. Like I said, that will go down the bottom of the bag. It takes up absolutely no room up at all. That's coming out with me next time. Winter camping.